Hello guys, well Lee here again. A lot of our clansmen is asking about the difference between the Megatron and Devastator Pro MAX, and they are in the similar price range. Well, Devastator Pro MAX, because of it's benefiting from its own customized ESS Optimus chip, so it's even very small and compact, but it's very powerful and good. So we can say, safely say that other than the power output and the functionality, well, the Pro Max is only just this big and is one port. Well, the Megatron has many and it has all the line out and stuff. So as of the power, the Devastator Pro Max is 3.1 volt RMS, which is amazing as form factor. But in comparison to Megatron, it's like Megatron can do 6 volt RMS. So the difference is huge. It's like two time difference in the voltage, so it's 4 time difference in theoretical power. And not to even mention the phone out, line out, switch, and the Android phone and the switch PD bridge charging feature. So if you want to buy a mini desktop, just mostly for big can and planar and something like dynamic big can for like 150 ohm above, then I think Megatron is a better choice. But if you want something that very compact and for your multi-drive and for your super high-end multi-drive IEM, for your high impedance earbuds and some of your big cans, so the Devastator Pro Max can definitely do the job. So a lot of people is also asking me to comment on how it is comparison between our dongle versus the other mid-size, like some drive size dongle. Well, I say a lot of people saying, oh, this is the powerful dongle, that is a powerful dongle, it has do DAC, do ammo, whatever, right? They are not the same animal as Megatron. I think a lot of you by now has already realized that. The Megatron is only 6 volt RMS, which looks only slightly bigger than the 5 volt RMS, compared with the best of the mid-size dongles. But in terms of dynamic, that's like, I would say the Devastator Pro Max in most of the cases is even better already. It's not say they are not bad, they are not good, like they are just, a lot of them are, I think most of this design are optimized for the numbers. Then they sacrifice in the real performance. So we'll talk about more in detail about this topic, but what I can say is you can always compare them by yourself, maybe join a tour, I don't know, borrow from your friend, and you can go to a store, compare with whatever mid-size dongle you can find, see how the Pro Max is, standing toe-to-toe with them, and how the Megatron is, destroy them in terms of dynamics, right? So it just, I'm not saying they are bad, it's just what we after is dynamics and how it sounded like a big like professional device to be like faithful reproduction. Another company might want their dongle to sound more like an upgrade from the phone, from the cell phone audio, headphone jack, and with some improvement. And they obviously want to, and they are definitely better in terms of when it comes to how they look. And I'm pretty bad with that. So there's nothing wrong, okay? Nobody can be saying, oh, they are wrong, I'm right, oh, I'm wrong, they are right. It's just different choice. So back to the topic of Megatron S, what is that? Actually, since mid to late last year, most of the Megatron we sold is Megatron S, but I got busy with various stuff like moving, eventually the reviewers find out that our Megatron get upgrade. The noise floor is notably a lot less. So let me give you some concrete stuff. The Megatron had only 3 production batches. The first one is a pink one. The later 2 is both purple. So you can't really tell if it's from PCBA color alone. And only the last batch will get the improved power supply section. So without compromising on the power, the noise floor is reduced. Today, let's make it official, right? The Megatron S is a new variation, and they are the reduced noise version without any compromising. So lastly, the perks. The Devastator Pro Max and Pro both have their own, like a perk earbuds. And the Megatron owner being being the supporter of one of the biggest, like private crowdfunding in history for audio, has a lot of conditions. I think it's definitely in our system that all the people who support us earlier should be having better deals. But this time the perk comes. For $5, you get like a MP Monk Plus 120 Panda edition. Panda is the black and white theme, and my wife loves Panda, so she can look at them for hours. in a few days straight. I mean, it's crazy. So, and there are this ristretto edition of the, like the blacker espresso starting from $10 only. And the $5 Panda edition is only 1.8 meter with microphone. So it's great, when you use it in the office, you can be like, okay, pretend you are working when you are enjoying the music, and even your boss asks you, what you doing? And you can show them, see, this is a microphone, and I'm working for the company to call customers to bring you more sales. So I think, it's sort of true, because you can make calls with them. And the blacker espresso is called ristretto. I'm not sure if my pronunciation is right. It is, to say in a simpler layman term, it's just more of a blacker espresso. I think it's kind of fitting, but with less caffeine. So it's, it's kind of an interesting variation. And they are all using the drive of Monk Plus 120. So 100 ohms drive, and I think it's kind of the attitude I'm trying to show you, that we always appreciate our fans. So I guess that's it for today, and until next time. And by the way, don't worry about my health. I can now talk like this. Before I couldn't. So I want to thank, I don't know, maybe I feel grateful that when I was being stupid, God did not punish me for my stupidity, and for whatever shitty situation I was into, which was all my fault, then I was spared. I didn't have to do any operation, and my dog and my kids are fine, blah, blah, blah. I won't be doing that again, and you can be assured, and I'll go easy on my two-wheelers, and I guess that's it for today. Till next time, I'll be posting more regularly, promise.